Sleep time's over. Your guest tonight is DJ Jrama. You got the sommelier to the stars, Sky Cameron, and your host, DJ Zach Morris. Beer, 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 beer.
Good stuff, good stuff. The Lord floors, everyone. Figured that's how we do it from here on out, rather than the how we introed it before, where I'm just like sitting here awkwardly as he's doing it. We might as well just change that, right? Sky, how you doing? Sky
Doing
Cameron,
well.
everyone.
I'm fighting a little bit of a cold. I heard you're fighting a cold.
So am I. It's a sick world, man. We're all sick.
Sick season, man.
Sick in the head, sick, insane in the brain. But there was something that we did that, despite it all, let's just get right into it. We got a lot of stuff to cover. So
Yeah, we actually hung out on the weekend, which is rare.
Actually did,
You're
right.
usually sick of me.
I mean, after Tuesday, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Only so much I
Most
can
of the time, you don't even say bye. You just leave. You're a mystery.
Out of frustration. I do that, out of stress and frustration. But we did hang out on Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday night, we went to see a comedian, a man by the name of Jay Moore.
Yeah, Jay Moore.
Saturday Night
From
Live.
Saturday Night Live.
He was
Jerry
more
Maguire.
sports.
Yeah,
Jerry Maguire, right? What'd you think of that show?
I thought it was, it was very much what's going on with his life, which was all relationship.
Like broke up with a girlfriend or something.
It was
no?
all
Divorced?
relationship, being a father. It's what he's, it's what he's living in his life right now. So
I was a little surprised by that.
I was so shocked that he didn't talk about, he didn't bring up
Impersonations?
any like current events or current things going on.
Right.
He didn't bring up any sports because he usually ties in sports into his comedy.
It was just all relationship-based stuff, which
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to
It's
say.
fine.
He was laughing hard. I mean,
it's fine.
he
But
was catering definitely to the Waikiki couples.
there were a lot of that clientele.
And shout out to the opener, Shane Lucas Price,
Oh yeah, shout out.
local comedian.
Local comedian. He's got his album debut, right? He's going to be recording his first album.
Next weekend at
Right.
Hawaiian Brian's.
All right, shout out.
And make it down there. Support a local comedian.
The Mecca for
Recording his
live
first comedy album.
local entertainment. How long has he been out? This guy.
He's been doing his thing for at least 3 or 4 years. You can see him. He opened up for like Amy Schumer and a lot of big comedians that came
Right, I
out.
remember him for sure. Right. I was a little surprised by how it was kind of like an emo performance from Jay. I just was not expecting that. Plus, that maybe that got me sick. I don't know. But then it was, it went kind of downhill after that because I got under the weather on Sunday. Maybe that conflicted to you getting worse. I don't know. But then after that,
But we did meet Jay Moore. You didn't mention that.
that's right.
Shane Lucas Price actually got us in.
You got in to the back, as they
brought
say.
us into the green room.
Yeah.
And Jay Moore was eating the largest plate of short ribs I've ever seen.
Yeah. What was that about? Like, is
It
he
was
just?
just a pile, a mountain of short ribs.
Is he not doing well? That he's just gonna milk these appearances and just
He's
eat?
chasing with some Lipitor or something. That's
some's
high
gonna.
blood pressure.
He's at 300 cholesterol. If anyone.
But then
in health knows.
I was wearing a hip hop shirt. I was wearing a Gangstar shirt.
Right.
And then as soon as I walked in the room, he lost his mind. And
He's a Gangstar fan?
Man, Gangstar.
Because I told you this because he used to do the show Lip Service with T Money,
Right.
and he would always want to hear "Take It Personal" as they're going to break song.
Right.
So Gangstar, Take It Personal. So he went excited, but then he swerved us.
So I was wearing the shirt.
He was wearing
Daily Operation.
right?
And then he was like, "Step into the arena is my
Right,
jam."
right. And he goes into "Just to Get a Rep" is the best Gangstar song of all time. Like what?
Yeah. And we.
Are we gonna debate you, Jay Moore? And then that happened. It was
And
weird.
then we all had to politely go, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, we had to do the whole because you don't want to start trouble. Say, oh, okay, and yeah.
And then he went on to say that the LL Cool J Goat album was the greatest
Yeah,
LL Cool J
so-
album of all time.
Jay Moore, man.
And the Paid the Cost to Be the Best album.
Yeah, he was getting all
Best
excited.
Snoop Dogg album. He just was making all kinds
He's
of.
getting excited to a lot of
greatest
references,
albums.
and he was sober. Go figure,
Yeah,
right?
he was,
And we
he
were
was
the.
high on short ribs.
The cholesterol does that to you. Very strange references, but go figure. We had a little convo with Jay Moore. Then we fast forward to Sunday. You saw this movie Saturday.
I saw
We're talking
it
Captain
Saturday.
Marvel here.
We're
Okay.
talking about Captain Marvel.
All right. So this is a rare occasion that we both see the same movie in a theater
Correct.
on the same weekend. Because I'm not really the theater person. You go
Right.
pretty much every
You
weekend.
want to stay in your house.
Cry. That's basically what I want to do. Be upset and cry.
Right.
It's trending. So we went to see Captain Marvel. What did you give it?
I'm giving it 3.5 wings. I'll say 3.5 wings.
Okay, 3.5. I was gonna give it 4.
Okay.
I thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
I think it told the story of, it filled up a lot of plot holes that we didn't know.
Right.
We're not to spoil
That's what
anything.
it felt like to me. It felt like a filler movie.
Right, right. Filling the holes to get ready for Avengers, right?
Right. It felt like French fries, not a hamburger, not a full meal.
Not the full meal? What kind of French fries though? But yes, I know what you're saying.
A waffle fry.
Yeah, all right. I just wanted to throw you off. But it is what it is. I think if it's perfect timing for them to release it, it's making money. If they release it at any other time, probably not. But it did its job.
Yeah,
She's good as Captain Marvel. It's fine.
Marvel. For an origin story, it's good. It sits right where the first Ant-Man is, and where Thor is in, like the first Thor. It kind of sits in there. Like it's alright. It's good.
Right, it's alright.
It's not.
Right.
But it just gets you hyped for Infinity.
It's the hype beast for Avengers. Is basically what it is.
Which is the whole purpose.
Right. So that was fine. Go in there. Of course, you sneak food in there, right? Do you sneak the food in the theater? What do you do?
We sneak Holiday in the theater because I still think
Holiday, good. You rolled the R's. But
in the theater. They're charging $5 for that tiny bag of Holiday.
Well, if anything, you're gonna buy it. You go in there. You just get your Diet Coke, man, because you need caffeine. You need to be ready.
You sneak soda in there.
No, I buy the caffeine there. I buy it there.
Yeah, you old man that opens a can of soda in the theater.
Oh, sorry, everybody. No, we're gonna buy the what do we sneak in?
Ice cream.
Close. Burger King, I think. Play lunch has been done before, but yes, we got the Burger King. For some reason, I like that chicken sandwich.
Sean Hyman and I have witnessed people bringing plate lunch into the theater. This
that happens, yes.
$1 theater.
Yeah, everybody came up to see food.
In there with groceries.
You can. You just bring backpack, you bring cargo shorts, that's all you need. You fill up the pocket, you're good. Not the plate lunch, but I mean, you can put the plate lunch in and bring it in the backpack, or get that one girl with the nice big bag.
The whole theater smell like curry.
Well, that's their problem. But it's fine. And then of course, that the Great Theater, you go the Thai Lux. You get Theater 10 or Theater 11 because that's the one with the infamous, the men's restroom is right outside the exit door. Okay, so FYI, if you're gonna go Auditorium 10 or 11, you sit all the way at the top, you reserve the top because then you can go pee whenever you like, go, she, do whatever, you just go right outside. If you pee it and you correct it and you time it, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, the door is literally outside. This little tip. So then you don't need to miss nothing, you can just go and 30 seconds, what you can miss. So little tip to everyone out there, the guy who designed the theater clearly was a guy, because he put the men's restroom right there, and the women's restroom all the way down, all far away. That's why I enjoy it. Isn't that? Did that impress you at all? No?
That is definitely a plan of a 40-year-old man.
God, this is a sad beginning to this. Like, we just sound like two sad, like, hoppo weirdos right now. Okay, so Captain Marvel was cool. Another thing that we're taking a 2-week break here, FYI, right? So 2-week break on this one. Next week we're gonna release the special episode with a gentleman that happened to be here yet again. Kilowatts is here. He's somewhere around here. He's still right. Let's right here for Kilowatts. Jamal is here with an incredible episode that we did. We did a special episode after the Cedric Clinton one, so we're gonna release that one next week.
Yep.
And then after that, we have a thing that we do. The Old Futs Hip Hop Review.
Well, I'm still compiling it.
You better hurry up because I'm giving you a limited. Let's knock this out the first week of April. We do 1993. Year in hip hop. It's going to be a 10-hour show.
It's a long show.
So since we have a break here, we're gonna I want you to give me a little preview of what we're in store for the 1993 year.
All right.
For the people that it's a highly rated show. This 92 is going crazy.
Yeah,
people are listening to this 4-hour show.
Well, remember how this all started? We won't go into the whole story. But when I told him that there is a market for it, just trying to be a hip hop historian.
Nerds like this stuff.
James is going on and saying he's a hip hop historian.
Yeah.
I seriously doubt he's a true hip hop historian.
I doubt that seriously.
We're actually trying to put down a definitive list of albums that came out year to year that we can actually talk about,
Yeah.
Because
we're talking about.
we forget all these albums were released in these key times, in these key times. So
I got it. I'm hanging in there. I'm just saying 92 really tests my will.
I'm saying 93
That's my
alone,
psyche.
I've compiled information on over 70 albums.
That's horrible. All right, so then let's give a preview to everyone.
So
throw out some 93 albums that we can quick fire.
So let's just say on the good side, we're going to be talking about a debut album from a favorite group of mine called Black Moon.
There we go. All right. Good group of gentlemen.
Right?
Yeah.
Nervous Records.
Yes.
Right?
Enter the
Dave
stage.
Truha.
Yes.
You know.
First appearance of seeing Black Moon.
Buckshot Shorty.
Well, we talked about this on the 92 show. Rosie Perez had a show on HBO called Society's Ride.
Right.
It was a little known show that would have live acts. Red Man, Black Moon, Brand Nubian. And it would be like kind of done like the Madonna documentary where backstage it would be black and white of Rosie talking to them, and then when they go on stage.
And just check on YouTube and there are clips of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then there's the Black Moon one. That's the first time I've seen them. They're these little kids, obviously, and they're coming out with their backpacks and they're handing out flyers for the Enter the Stage album. I mean, that's as raw for 1993 as you're gonna get. And to see that in something that we would do to promote like a DJ event or what have you, that was pretty crazy stuff.
Click, you know, it was a huge independent movement with them because they were kind of swerving the major labels, and they were kind of getting to do their own independent record deal out there with Nervous Records.
Managed by Drew Ha, Big Drew Ha. Howley guy.
Howley guy.
Who was on, okay, so here's another thing I want to reveal when we do this 93. I remember I told you that Jane Pratt had a talk show.
That's right.
And she did a hip hop week.
That's right.
And Jane Pratt's a daytime talk show host back in the 90s, who was the editor of In Style magazine or something. Totally a woman that has nothing to do with hip hop, right? She does a hip hop week, and at the end of the week is culmination with the Wigger movement. So she brings on all these guys, all these hollies trying to be black. And it's the Wigger movement, and they had young black teenagers on as guests. And they were getting, the crowd was booing them. We're like, what are these guys doing? What are you doing to yourself? And then they brought out Hank Shockley, and then they brought out Big Drew Ha. And it was just a big kind of awkward mess. And that was my first time seeing Big Drew Ha, and he's saying that he's the manager of Black Moon. And I was like, what? And this was me like 92, so I was what, 8th grade? So that was kind of a weird situation that I just always, whenever I hear Big Drew Ha or see him, I just think of Jane Pratt. And then these guys I don't really want to remember, but this song was fine. This song was fine.
It was on House Party, bro.
That's right.
And he faked them all. And then Redman faked them all after.
That is correct.
They did pretty good.
See, I told you, Kilowatts is here again.
Right.
But
ironically,
yes.
ironically, that's an album that we're going to be talking about. Did
Amongst
lifetime bids.
Let's throw one that's gonna piss me off. What's the 93 album?
One, I don't know if it's gonna piss you off, but it was definitely a huge album in '93. Was this one?
Well, speaking of wiggers, so
Canadian hip-hop artist.
where they had the translation of what he was saying on the bottom on the music video, which was just bizarre. And then
Monday morning.
and who would have thought? Only Monday morning. Yes, that's right. And then to think, MC Shan had the last laugh. MC Shan's on this record in such a strange way that we didn't see coming. And he's basically telling F you to KRS-One right there. So I gotta say, big up to MC Shan for that song, because he made it money.
Platinum single, right?
All right, what up?
We're also going to talk about Shaquille O'Neal's album.
Yes. That was '93. That's right.
Shaq Diesel.
That's right. Is that the one with like I'm Outstanding? And
it was I Know I Got Skills.
I Know I Got Skills.
Jeff.
Oh, is it Biological Didn't Bother? Is he having?
No, that's on his second album.
Okay. I want to talk about that one.
We were talking about the single with the acoustic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Doc, Can We Rock?
What's up, Doc? Yeah, it was an awful. But I know the lyric for lyric of Shaq. But not Christian late, not Alonzo Morning. That's oh my God. All right. And we'll leave it at that, because if not, we'll be here for 10 hours, and then it's going to be like more nerd talk. It's an interesting intro to the show. We're talking a lot of nerd stuff, as we should, I guess. I mean, 93, 92. They're all highly rated. And speaking of that, and speaking of nerd stuff, I'm not too sure. You correct me if I'm wrong. Is the new Game of Thrones coming out?
New season.
The new season
next month.
Okay.
Everyone's highly anticipating this. You are not. You're one of the few people I know that does not give a damn about the show.
I just want to say this. Okay. I've never seen one episode of this show. All right. Anytime somebody tells me winter's coming, I don't give a damn what they say. All right. So all I want to know is this: I'm gonna give you the opportunity. I'm gonna be open-minded to this. Give me the opportunity and sell me on why I should watch Game of Thrones. I'm open. Kevin, I think, does watch, but tell me right now, okay? I'm gonna be open-minded. I'm not a fan of the wizards and the warlocks and the javelins, whatever you call it.
Anything, swords and sorcery as a kid, and you never enjoyed none of that stuff.
I didn't play Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't play with swords. I didn't do any of this stuff. The only thing I can remember that had swords in it was Princess Bride, bro. That's the only movie that matters. Domingo Montoya, take them all out. As I told you before, a good blaster takes out a sword. Indiana Jones, he pulled out his gun, he took him out right there. Right? That should just that's me taking a shot at Game of Thrones right there. Okay? So, but I'm gonna be open. So just tell me literally, and you just tell me right now.
I just think right. It's more world building than anything else. If you can appreciate the world building that George R. R. Martin does.
What are we building?
You know, with building the world of Game of Thrones, right? He's establishing all of these different worlds. It is a long show and it's a long game to build all of these characters, build all of these different worlds.
How many seasons we got of this?
I think they're in 8.
Forget it. How many episodes per season?
Usually about 10.
That's 80 hours of stuff.
So
Swords.
I'll just say this.
Warlocks.
Another friend of ours.
I full score.
Tyler.
You have died.
Tyler O'Hara, he was a guy that, like you don't want to watch anything fantasy.
Oh, your friend Tyler?
Fantasy related.
Tyler is stuck in 1987. It doesn't
I told him
matter.
to stick through the first 6 episodes of Game of Thrones. He watched the first 6 episodes. He watched the entire 8 seasons in less than a week.
Okay, so I will leave this
He
open.
was sick for work the whole week.
Well, as he should.
It's an addicting show.
Get me addicted. Let's tell me what would be like your top 3 reasons that would sell me on this show.
The writing, the acting, and like I said, the concept has never been done on television.
How has this never been done on television?
Because it's a cinematic movie quality show. The level of acting, the level of writing, the production quality, the special effects. It's stuff that should be on the big screen.
Okay, it's got a big budget.
Getting it in episodic form, long form,
Right.
on HBO, which is unbelievable. You're getting a mini movie every episode.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
And the quality level I think is next to none for a fantasy show because they're treating the writing as they would like something high tier like The Sopranos or The West Wing. They're treating the writing and the direction. It is a fantasy show. There's dragons. There's sorcery. But
All right. Is there like nudity in this thing? Is there some women in
tons of
this?
violence. There's tons of nudity.
All right.
So you got that going for you.
And then the wizards. What the wizards fighting the hookers? What are they doing? What's going on?
All kind of stuff.
There's dragons.
You got the swords and the sorcery. You've got undead creatures. So it even mixes in like.
Oh, we got zombies on there?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, all right.
Lore. So
All
I
right.
sold it to you, but.
Well, you kind of did. I'll watch one. I'll watch the first episode. I guess I think that's the best way to start with this damn thing.
You can watch YouTube
So-
like Game of Thrones in 20 minutes.
Well, that's right. Much like the clip notes. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so we rarely talk about sports on here lately because I have all these females on, and I mean, bless their heart, but they're not into sports. They're vegan. So Sky, I know you're not a fan, but this is something I need to address.
I can bring the mic around if you need.
I can. Well, we'll do that in a bit. But then, what I want to talk about is in baseball today. There's a man who plays for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Turn on the I-5, go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, go to South Coast Plaza, Angels of Anaheim. And he's a man by the name of Mike Trout. And he just signed 12 years for $430 million. This is the biggest contract in history, in sports history. Okay, so $430 million for 12 years. This guy's 27 years old, right? He's gonna be 37 or 39 when this contract's up. He can't opt out of it. He can't get out of it. That's it. He gets an extra $100 million than the previous record, which was a month ago, from this guy named Bryce Harper. So he gets get the sound effects ready for all these numbers. Okay, so he's an extra $100 million more. He's 1 year less. He makes $98,000 a day. If we break this down, he gets paid $221,000 a game. All right, so, but the guy is not going to be recognized anywhere. Like it's a typical Holly guy. You're not going to know what he looks like. He could go South Coast Plaza, live his best life, he'd be fine. But he's making all the money. He's multiple MVP. At the end of his career, will be making $577 million in just the contract, not endorsement. So this is groundbreaking. Whether you watch baseball or not, this is a game-changing situation. Just financials alone, right? So I had to address this. I mean, so
He's a winner.
so with baseball, okay. So here are the top contracts right now that were given out this past fall. The 4 players were Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, and Jake Arenado, right? 1.32 billion for just those 4 guys. Okay, just those guys. The Tampa Bay Rays team, the total payroll in their history, 21 years, is just 1 billion. So they just got 4 guys. 21 years of this team being in existence is 1 billion. So then the question, why am I bringing this up is, why are parents still making their kids play football? Why are parents still making them even play basketball? Every parent out there, all you guys, 1 kid, 2 kid, 5. Baseball, bruh. Are you kidding me right now? Less injury, you can play longer. Depending on the position you play, hey, you don't have to do that much. There's no salary cap in baseball. I mean, well, you gotta fly. That's an equal opportunity situation. There's a lot of stealing if you're fine with that. But I mean, it just begs the question: if you're a parent today, you know, I know you and I don't have kids, but why? Why are we even subjecting kids to play football at this point? If we're looking at it, for just the kids' passion, whatnot, I'm saying, but you know how these parents are, and they just want to push them into playing golf young, or going to dancing young, whatever. Push them in baseball all day. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, all right. And you got anything else here you want to throw out, or is it time for that time?
It's time for
Let's do it.
Audience questions.
Let's do it for anybody out there that's got audience questions. Ask anything regarding anything. We got, oh, there we go. Russ is, here he is.
All right.
Russ we got a question.
Here we go, Russ in the house.
So, sports question for the week. I have a couple actually. So the first is biggest Titans / Oilers disappointment, past or present?
I don't want to say the name, but I have to say the name because that's the only one that comes up. It's Jake Locker. No, I'm just kidding. It's got to be Vince Young. It's got to be Vince Young because coming out. I mean, look at that draft class, right? You got Matt Leinart, Vince Young, Reggie Bush was like, oh, this can't go wrong with this draft class. It didn't really come and turn out that way, did it? And for the Titans to get him rather than Leinart, when they had, shout out Norm Chow, as the OC, and they passed on Leinart, I was like, okay, this guy might have something. And then when the Titans were 0-8, he did take them to 8 wins in a row, and he got to 8-8. Very good hope, as you see. But then the guy was just too much of a head case. It was mentally that messed him up. The ability was there. It's just he's spending money at Cheesecake Factory all day. I mean, who really wants to eat at Cheesecake Factory more than once a year, really? I mean, he's there every week, so that's a red flag, you know. There was that, a lot of weird spending, throwing the pads in the crowd, running out, and he was missing for a bit, you know. He made Jeff Fisher worried, which is not a good thing because he's already a psycho. So, I gotta say Vince Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow-up question.
Hey, all right.
Do you think Mariota's heading that way as well?
Not a head case. He's a good guy, but he doesn't have that killer instinct. He's not a killer. He needs to be a killer leader / asshole kind of situation, where he's too nice of a guy. He needs to be Samoan. He needs to be a real Samoan guy. He needs to take charge. That's what he needs to do. He needs to do that.
His Cheeto Who ratio is off.
I don't think have we ever had him record on video him doing that at all? No. Because he's trying to keep it cool. He's trying to keep it cool for his agent. He's trying to keep it cool for those bank commercials that are garbage. They need to call up Booyah Tribe, whatever they're doing. They're hanging out doing nothing, I bet, and then we can bring them up. Shut up, Booyah Tribe, sorry. But they're going to be doing something, and then we can bring them in, and then he can kind of, shake them up and tell him, hey, come on, bro. And then that'll maybe instill the fire, for this guy. But then again, there's coaching problems too. He's had a new offensive coordinator every year. He's had new coaches every year. He can't get used to things. The coaching staff is a dumpster fire, and as Rob DeMello said a while ago, and I agree. So there's that. I don't think he's, back to your question, I don't think he's as bad as Vince Young. There's still hope. There's still hope for him.
We got another question in the crowd here.
Hey, all right.
Kill the Ward in the house.
Hey, shout out. Moke's opening soon.
Moke's
Kaimaki
opening soon.
So you mean to tell me that Vince Young is the biggest disappointment in Titans history when you had a coach by the name of Jeff Fisher?
He's right below. Jeff Fisher, the most overrated coach. I don't know why he keeps getting jobs. He's unemployed now, finally. He should not have had as long a tenure as he should have. I totally agree.
Was it him or was it Vince Young? I just want to, for the record. For the record.
Well, it was Jeff Fisher was part of drafting him. So if we can put the foundation of this fire, he put the gasoline on it, and then Vince had the match, and then we just did that, and let's burn it all down. So for coaches, yeah. But if we had to separate it out, coaches and players, yeah, I put Fisher up there.
Fair.
I mean, I put Jack Pardee in there too if you want to go really far back in the day, but I'm old. Sorry.
Sean Adams in the house.
Hey, shout out Sean Adams. Shout out the Seattle Seahawks.
Very rare occasion that you come out. How about the Seahawks?
No Seahawks questions, no Bay Area questions.
Bay Area.
Anything about the Bay you're interested in? You're from there, I don't think too hard. Okay. All right, is that it? This segment, it's trying, it's growing. This segment, it's better.
We got questions.
Oh, okay. I mean, we're getting more questions every week. So, you know.
How was your experience in Pro City this weekend?
Oh!
Hey, did you find that
What a way to end this first
The
segment.
happiest place on the island.
Okay, so let's back this up. The reason why I had to go there, okay? So, I went there because Easy Music Center, Pro City. Now, keep in mind, it's called Pro City, just to lay that out for the beginning of the story. Easy Music Pro City was closing down by the end of this month, so they're having the liquidation sale. So I'm like, okay, I can go down, you know, get, I don't know, DJ equipment, mics, fuzzy things on the mic, whatever stuff. You can go down there, but then I had to go to Pro City. So I had to go, of course, and I've never been to Pro City. As you know, I don't go past Kalihi. So last time I've been in Pro City, it's been a good 4 years. So I'm like, am I going to survive? Am I going to make it? Am I going to know where I'm going to go? So obviously I GPS, because I'm that guy. I'm born and raised here, I'm sorry. So then I go over there, and I'm like, so I throw it out there. As I'm going to Pro City, I throw on what the old people call Facebook. I say to the people there, where can I go to eat and get takeout when I'm in Pro City? So I get all these different types of great suggestions. Thank you to everyone. Everybody was excited apparently that I was going to Pro City. So the one that caught my eye was from a man that's in the audience right now, Kenrick, who said that I should go to this place it's this place called Aya Town Center, which was very bizarre. So I'll get to that, but it was called. So keep in mind, Pro City is the name of this place, Easy Music Center, but is it really Pro City? We get debated answers on this, but as I'm going there, I'm going to the Aya Town Center on my way to Pro City to go to a place called Queen Street Cafe. So I go in there. So first I knock out priority one. I go to Easy Music Center. I go in there, and you know, different road. I see the rail. I see the pillars. I'm like, oh, okay, this might happen now. And then I go in and I park the car. I'm there. I'm talking to all these Pro Cityites. If they are Pro City, people are gonna tell me it's debatable, but I'm in there. Not much of everybody's happy. They're all like, hey, what's up, bro? The sale wasn't very good because it's like 10% off. So you know, FYI. Shit will be gone by like 30th. And then after that, I'm like, okay, it's time to eat. Okay, I text Kenrick. I said, Kenrick, I'm going. What should I get? So he gets the firecracker chicken. We get what's known as the steak, is what they call it. And then I go in there, and then Kiawe smoke, thanks. And then I go into there, and it's in this Aya Town Center. I've never been there. You have to turn by that 49er place that I remember, you know, as a kid, because I haven't been to Pro City in a while. I remember the 49er thing still there, so I'm actually going past there. I've never gone past there before in my life. So I'm going there, I'm like, where am I going? It's a new world over here. It's a whole new world, Aladdin. And then we're going in there, we're turning right, and then I see this thing, and then I see Hughley's Southern Food, which is something that you have turned me on to as far as good Southern food. And then I see this place known as Queen Street Cafe. I go in there. All the local people are there. I feel like, you know, what, am I gonna fit in? And then, you know, and I go in there, and then this People Bryson. Is this People Bryson? Is People Bryson still alive?
No, he just passed.
He did.
Take it to a whole new world called Pro City, bro.
Well, People Bryson was looking down on me then from heaven, and he was saying, you're gonna go to the right place. He went to Queen Street Cafe, and then he said to order firecracker chicken, steak, I go in there, and of course, I'm gonna walk in there and can I make one order? And I said, even though I'm there to make an order, but you always have to do as a local person, you have to ask that question, right? So I go in there, can I make an order? Yeah, okay. Can I get that combo plate? I'm sorry to God, I just go into that mode, okay? And then, so she's there, the girls, they're like, yeah. You gotta talk in up talk, you gotta talk like asking a question.
For real?
Every time. And so you do that, I'm waiting there, and it was the best play lunch that's a 5-mic play lunch. So was I in IAEA? Or was I in Pro City, but it was disguised as IAEA? Alright. So I actually did go to Pro City for Easy Music Center, and I went to IAEA for real for IAEA Town Center. This isn't like some trying to screw your head. Alright. 5 mics.
Kahuman was a cutoff.
Kahuman was a cutoff.
West of that is Pro
Really?
City, east of that is IAEA.
So it's kind of like Micromoku. So it's kind of like so it's like upper Kemoku is Micromoku, and then the lower is the Crane. And then the bridge is Baratania. You got the blockade. All right, same thing.
It's called Pro Ridge area.
Pro Ridge area. So then we'll call it that. It's confusing, man. I'm telling you. This is why I'm not going past Kali. This is it. I'm not going anywhere past this. Forget it. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's it. People are telling me to hurry up. So let's get out of here. Let's go. We got a lot of storytelling to go. Our guest, DJ Jrama. A lot of stories. Stone Group family. Kilowatts is back here again. He might say something. I don't know what he's gonna say. All kind of characters here. Let's go 3 times over. Take a break. And we're back. It's very we usually have the 2 guest thing, but we have our special guest, so we're gonna talk to this man in a great deal. But a couple of news and notes as we head on out. We have a 2-week break. When you have a list of things and you have a checklist of things and that you want to occur and you don't want to occur on a show. One of them just happened. We had our first almost fight at the Hi Brau. Now let's backtrack a bit. And let's go with our checklist. We've had blood on the show. We've had blood from a girl on the show, and it's not what you think. It's in her mouth. Let that fantasize in your mind. And then now we had our first kind of scuffle thing. So we're just going down the line and just checking off all the red flags you can find. #fire. No. So that's not who said that? Really? So. Before we introduce our guest here, we're going to go in for the month of April. Next week is going to, before April, next week is going to be the Kilowatts episode that we did. We're going to do that, we're going to post that one up. 93 Hip Hop Show is coming first week of April, correct, Sky?
That's right.
All right, hopefully. And then we're going to have Rucka is going to be on. We got the WrestleMania show is going to be on. Qualified is going to be there. We're going to have the wrestling trivia quiz. We're going to have the wrestling promo battle. A lot of nerds will be in here. A lot of people from the Parents' Basement are going to arise and join us and be out at night. And they'll be there for that one. We're also going to have, I emailed her and we're going to see, because we need to have more females on the show. We got Ashley Nagaoka. I finally pulled the trigger on Ashley Nagaoka. She's going to be here for the April festivities. I don't know which week yet. Lacey Denise will be here. Yeah. Lacey Denise or Ashley Nagaoka? Who's on her? Don't answer. So we're gonna go and have her. She just newly got engaged. She's been on the show before, Lacey Denise. So shout out to engagement, right? Some people in the crowd getting engaged as well, right? A lot of engagements going on, right? And then I think so. What? And
All the love.
a lot of love. We're feeling a lot of love. Lots of loving. Pete Roxy Osmo. Yeah. LOL all day. So let's continue the love. All right. Let's go with a man who's this man's a Hawaii hip hop legend. In my book and in a lot of other people's books, he's one of the founding members of the crew that you may have seen around the town throughout many years, almost decades at this point, right? Stone Group family. Let's bring on the legend, DJ Jrama. Let's go.
What's up, baby?
Welcome. There we go. There we are. There we are. How about it? How about it?
First off, I'm gonna forgive you for not liking Game of Thrones.
You know what? Let me tell you something right now.
Why would you not want to see people get chopped in half on a weekly basis?
You just give me the Death Star. You send the Death Star into the land, blow them all down.
That's too
Aren't you a Star Wars guy?
Oh, I'm to the fullest. But at the same time, you can't dismiss quality television.
Okay, that's a good point. I give you that. Quality is good. I'm gonna watch this show. Okay. How long is each episode here? We looking at 15 minutes? Oh.
Yeah,
Roughly.
give or take.
Well, it's good stuff to do, man. Good job. All right. I'll do it. I'll do it in your honor.
To that now.
I'll do it in your honor. I'll watch episode 1 and see what goes on with this. You know, see how much sex is in it. That'll determine. Oh. All right. Fair enough. So here's a little factoid on why I chose that song for you walking in. Okay, we're gonna go delve right back into DJ delve back into the day with you. You like that one?
We're gonna Chris Cam it.
We're gonna Chris Cam it. I remember at Nick's Fish Market the first time. You probably don't remember this at all, but he was at Nick's Fish Market DJing that night for Lucas.
Shout out.
And I think this was like right when you got on, you juggled Do It Again.
Wow,
Jay-Z. You did the intro. The I was like, oh, who this guy? And I still remember that it was hot. And then you was always playing like the club bangers that were not club bangers, if that makes sense.
Totally.
It was the ones that, like the under the radar thug stuff, like the Beanie Siegel that would not be played.
Or album cuts.
Cuts, right. So that was always a thing. Shout out album cuts. But that was a thing that always, and that was just like, that caught my attention right away. I think this was like maybe like 99, 98? Nick's Fish Market was 2000? Okay, yeah. And then from then on, you always blew me away because you always had the cuts.
That's crazy. I sure don't remember that in particular.
Yeah, you're not gonna remember.
I'm glad I impressed you though.
But that impressed me from that day. Yes. So it was always fun. And when at Blue Moon, seeing you come in, and you be there, 2 or 3 other guys that don't know who these people are, but they're coming in with you, and you had this whole entourage.
And don't be humble. You was one of those DJs too.
Come on. Quite frankly. But okay. We'll get back to that. Let's go to the origin. Let's go to origin. Okay. Talk about your DJ name. For the people that don't know, DJ Jrama. Where you got that name from?
Long time ago, even before Stonewall Family, I was on Radio Free Hawaii.
Shout out.
Static Show, the late night listening party.
Shout out Monty.
That's where I first met Min, Asia, Jamal.
Yep.
One Night Stand.
Wow. Shout out One Night Stand.
Nat King Soul. DJ XL.
Yep.
And we're sitting in, because you had the control room and then you had the back room where the turntables were at. So I'm sitting in the back there and I was just going by my first name and last name at that time.
Yes.
Jason Brennan.
Yeah.
There was no DJ name. So we were going through stuff, and I was like, well, I'll keep the J for first letter of my name.
Sure.
But then at first I was gonna go by Draw. J Raw. Then I was like, that sounds too corny. And I was like, Drama. Okay, it explains a lot of things that go on in my life.
Right.
So, but then I took it one step further. I used every letter to represent something.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna give this away because there's only one other person that knows this. Sub knows this.
Shout out Sub-Zero.
Shout out Sub-Zero.
Drama.
Drama stands for Jason runs all musical aspects.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
But it was, I don't know, I was playing fortune teller or something because later on down the road now it makes sense because
you're a producer.
I'm a producer now, yeah. So,
little known fact. So you didn't reveal that to a lot of people through the years.
Nah.
Interesting. No one throughout the years ever said like, "Oh, how you got your name?" And then I
never told him that.
You never told him that.
I just told him like, I got somebody to this or I got this. I never gave like the real total explanation.
Yeah.
So, breaking news.
How about that, huh? 2019, go figure. What kind of stuff going down? So originally from San Francisco?
Correct.
When did you arrive here?
September 1988. Sophomore year in high school.
What brought you here?
moms wanted to get away from Cali. At that time, it was, you know, even up in the Bay, it was still like hella violence, a lot of gang stuff, and it was like, I'm gonna take you back to the islands, because she's from here. My mom's whole side of the family is from, that's where the Hawaiian blood comes from.
Got it.
So she was like, nah, let me take you back so you be safe. You'll at least live till you're 18.
Yeah.
So took me and my brother out here, and the rest is history.
Wow. Wow. So what then decided for you to become a DJ? How did that all come about?
That didn't happen till 96, 97.
Yeah.
I was in college. My brother actually ended up buying turntables. Something to do, I guess. I don't know. Like, I wasn't even into it. I would just see him at the house, and he would be playing with records, and I just jumped on it one day.
Yeah.
You know, the rest is history.
Wow, that just turned on
so
to.
shout out my brother.
Wow.
For him.
We were not having
play the turntables.
Wow. So would you call in your motivation for
Well,
this
he's a
whole situation?
DJ too.
Right.
He DJs in San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess you know sometimes when because me and my brother were like 4 years apart, so it was something for us to meet on a common ground.
Yeah.
To get along, you know,
Right.
so we weren't fighting all the time. And
Right.
stuff.
Right.
So I guess God put it there for us to become something successful at.
Indeed. Indeed. So biggest accomplishment then to date, really? Why don't we just go with that all time?
Wow. Single out just one.
If you could, I mean, you've done a lot of stuff, man. If there was something.
One thing that was really dope that a lot of people don't know, 2002, I moved to Richmond, Virginia to work for Radio 1 Broadcasting to be a mix show DJ on station at the time was Hot 993. I mean, it took me 30 days literally to touch down, sign on the dotted line. They threw me on the mix at 6.
Yeah.
And then I would do weekends, and they had specialty mix shows. I would do live appearances,
Right.
opening DJ for concerts. I had a few club nights. And at that time, in 02, out there in Richmond, that's when Clip's album dropped. So
Right.
Virginia was incredibly, like, oh my God, it was the shit.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it was the shit.
Yeah.
So I stayed out there for 4 months, and then the sister station, they ended up merging together. So I was like low man on the totem. There's a lot of good DJs got cut, you know, out of there. Actually, shout out to DJ Foot, because he was the one that put me on. Shout out DJ Ha, he was the one that put me on too. So when that happened, it was like, I don't want to stay on that side of the world and try to work my way back up the ranks. And at that time, I kind of had a newborn. My daughter was only 2 at that time, so it's like, do I want to stay on this side of the world, bring him here, or just go back to paradise and join back with the fam and jump back in the rotation?
So total time there was 4 months. How long were you there?
July to November, so that was more than 4
Okay. Wow. So, well, let's go into this because there's a lot of stuff we got.
Yeah.
Let's go back in the day.
You need a 3-hour show for all of
Oh God, don't. You saying that just made me real tired. But let's try and get to as much as we can. I gotta start with first DJ gig in Honolulu. What was the first place you played?
The NCO Club on Schofield.
Yeah.
Yeah, before anything in town.
Yeah.
Before 1739.
Yeah.
I was DJing on military base. And we would also do barbecues on the weekends on the base.
Cool.
So that was like my first experience being in front of people and DJing.
Oh, okay. What were you playing? What was the vibe of that place? Being that your first gig?
All booty music.
Yeah.
Luke.
All
Boys
day.
from Clan. 69 Boys.
All day.
Anything at a 128, 125 BPM. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh God, that was headaches worth it. Okay, so then let's just get into this already. The Stone Groove family. If for the people that don't know, who created this? When did it begin? Who thought of the idea for Stone Groove?
Okay, we got to shout out Grant Fukuda.
There he is.
G-Dog. He was waiting for that one, right?
Yes, that is. He's supposedly on island. Is he on island? We don't know this.
The ghost of G-Dog is around somewhere.
Man, shout out wherever you are. Grant's Golden Bread.
Hey.
I think it was like 97, 98. And it was first just Grant and Gary O. Shout out Gary O.
Shout out Gary O.
Now where Grant got the name, I don't know if a lot of people know this either.
Yeah.
The movie Trading Places. You know what I'm about to say, right?
Really? Tell the people.
The part when Eddie Murphy has the party in the crib for the first time. And then it's the end of the night, and then you got the two dudes that would always rag on him, the ones that were locked up with him. So they're coming down the steps, and they tell him, that was a stone groove party, my man. And that's where Grant got the name from.
Wow, how about that?
Shout out to the movie Trading Places.
Shout out Trading Places. Wow. Gosh. That's where that
Am
guy
I blowing your mind yet?
I did not know this. This was never talked about all these years. Wow. You got it from that movie.
Yeah.
And I remember that part of the movie. Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Makes sense. Totally makes sense. So, when did you meet him? How did this whole meeting begin?
Well, like I said, I was already on Radio Free, so
okay.
We was doing a concert, Static, was doing song with Golden Voice at that time, and it was a show at the Groove.
Yes, shout out the Groove.
Yeah, that was a great club. So I was DJing and I got done, and then Sub and Grant walked up on me, pulled me to the side and just asked me, "You want to be part of the crew? We're putting, a group together. We're gonna start doing our own parties."
Yeah.
It was kind of like the total anti-club theory behind what we was doing.
Yeah.
The Brau Moon didn't even exist yet.
Right.
We were doing Cafe Mardi Gras.
Right.
At the time.
Wow.
Yeah. Am I still blowing your mind?
This is why you are here, sir. We need to put this and document this for history. Yes, for
okay.
People that don't know. Cafe, shout out Cafe Mardi.
Yeah, Cafe Mardi Gras was incredible.
Jamal knows.
And then after that came Brau Moon and
right.
everything else that we jumped into.
And Brau Moon, let's just get into this. I mean, that was a whole different kind of a affair because I remember I still remember this, the week one of Brau Moon.
When it was in the front.
Yes.
Not the back yet.
Not the back yet.
Yeah.
It was in the front. Nobody really was there.
No.
Delph, Chris Cam calls me up that night and let me do my Chris Cam impersonation. Oh, so like Ottawa.
Well, that's spot on.
Where are we going? Oh, I like a Brau Moon one. What's that? Well, my friend, he's playing with her. He's playing with her. His name's Grant. I'm like, okay. Yeah, that beer. Okay. And then we go. And then it didn't dawn on me that his friend Grant was Grant Fukuda, who I remember as a skater.
Right.
He judged the pro competition that was in '89, and I knew this guy Josoy, and I'm like, holy crap, that's Grant?
Yeah.
So me and him are standing like two turds, and we're just standing, and he doesn't drink, right? And he's like, you know, try this beer. Yeah. And he's trying to talk to me about. Del's not listening. And he's trying to tell me about beer, and he's still like, yeah, you should get this beer. So they make their own beer here. I'm like, all right. And then we're there, and then Grant's playing, and then the stuff he's playing was just so unlike anything else, and which would set the tone for that place. Yeah. Where he would play James Brown, and then he'd play Tribe, and then he'd play Total, and then he'd just cover up the spectrum, but it was all smooth. And then that's where that kind of movement went, the anti-club, like you're saying, where it was just a smooth out play for the women, which should be the case anyway.
That was the key,
right? And it was amazing place, and that.
I mean,
you know all about that place.
Like I said, you need a 3-hour show just to cover Brau Moon.
Right. I mean,
but
so that was the first.
At that time, like, cause what was cracking at that time, like Eurasia and like Zanzibar.
Right.
So. Every club was all doing radio gigs and stuff like that.
Very high intensity.
Yeah.
Parties.
So we would always get, that's where we actually got to break the Maxwell records and Music Soul Child, Just Friends, Sade, all that other stuff that you would probably play at the end of the night. in
That's prime time.
the club. Yeah. But we was playing those like prime time.
Yeah.
In Brau Room, and I don't know, it developed a cult following that lasted what 5-6 years.
5-6
It was amazing because
The longest running.
2004, I think that's when it ended.
Yeah.
So about 99.
And the year after is
Yeah,
when
that's about right.
D&D.
Right. So then that was the thing. Well, and that's how it was after that 1 week. Grant needed a person to open the first hour because, as you know, Grant doesn't want to play the first hour. He'd rather go.
No, see, Grant, I'm about to snitch on you, dog. That was his way of getting out of DJing half the time.
Correct.
Because that's when we brought Freeze on too, and he would make Freeze DJ, and he would have Dirty Rice there sometimes too. He would make Dirty Rice DJ.
Kilowatts knows. And the reason why is because brother's gonna be at Ryan's drinking Long Island's or whatever the hell he's doing. You know what we're talking about, bro. And you taking a nap or whatever. He'll come back after like an hour and a half. Oh, sorry, I just woke up. What's going on? Yeah, you just woke up, bro. What the hell? So it was because of that after Delv and I went, the very next week he asked Delv to open for him. Delv could not do it. So he told Grant to call me. And 4 years later,
The rest is history.
that was kind of, so I owe it to Grant as another person who helped get me on to go into this whole journey of, because I learned a lot from that place too, of just what you just said.
Yeah.
Going that route, playing that type of style, and it was fun to do. And vinyl only, right? We gotta emphasize that.
Yeah, we can't overlook that.
You gotta
strictly vinyl.
pick the certain records out. We're only gonna bring a bag or two. What are we gonna do, right?
Yeah.
And there was that. So I give all the credit to Grant for doing that, and it taught me a lot. And got to meet you and all the other gentlemen. But what were the weekly spots for you around that time? We're looking at 91 to 2004. Where were you out and about? Where were your? I know Nick's Fish Market, for one, but
we was doing Soldier Fridays at Pipeline.
right. That's right.
Shout out to Alika. Hard Rock Cafe.
That's right. Was it Shipley's too?
They were, that was Grant and Gabriel was doing Shipley.
That was the college night party.
Yes,
Yeah.
the one in
That was
Monroe
where we
Valley.
played Jane's Addiction all day in Manoa. Right? Freeze knows. We're standing there, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
There's Holly's here, so. So,
1739.
1739, right.
Pussycat Lounge.
Pussycat Lounge, right? Shout out Flash. Flash, you're coming on the show, bro. You Holly. Liquids.
Liquids. And Eurasia. I was on radio in 2000.
Okay.
I was on Jammin' 93.1. So we had Eurasia, we had Zanzibar, we had, gosh, man.
You named the heavy hitters already.
And then we would do compadres. We was doing.
Wednesdays.
There was so
Was
many.
that Wednesdays?
Yeah, it was like a Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a Wednesday night.
Bro, it was cracking.
Yeah. It was all over the place at that time.
Right.
You know?
We made quite like
There was a lot of. What was in Waikiki? What were the spots in Waikiki? There was something.
Fashion 45.
Fashion 45.
Upstairs from Zanzibar.
Right. There was something else, right?
Black Diamonds also. Oh no, it was
the place that we did.
Not the cellar, right?
No. I know it was a name before that.
There's something else. Freeze. What is this one in
They had
Waikiki?
the checkerboard.
Freeze was off the island at that time.
Not Fashion 45. but-
Breathless.
They had the theory
Breathless.
of
That was on
splitting it up into 3 different sections, and
Yes.
each section
Yeah.
played its own
different
genre.
color rooms too. That's
Yeah,
The maze?
the maze.
Is it the maze? All right. How's this old flood talk, everyone? But people know the maze. People remember the maze. It was a very bizarre place.
Yeah.
Hubert was out there, yes.
I was DJ when you walked in.
That's right, yes. So,
Okay,
so I gotta throw this at you. Who's a favorite Hawaii DJ that you would want to check out when you're out and about? Because I know you're going to be going to gigs here and there, but if you were out on your own, back in that time, who would be your guy to be like, hey, this would be the guy I check out?
2 dudes.
Here we go.
Spaz. Number
Yeah,
one.
Cubmaster.
Shout out
Spaz.
Cubmaster Spaz.
Yeah. Spaz was my dog, yo. Like, for real. And JP.
Oh, JP, big JP.
Yeah.
Where's he at right now?
On television somewhere.
Really? He's on TV?
Yeah.
Graduated.
So it was those two, like, pretty much everywhere I went, they were the ones that were always DJing.
Yeah.
Even before I was a DJ, like I would still go check them out just because the club would always be cracking.
Right.
Spaz was like incredible in Rumors, like every damn week. Yo.
Oh, I'm sure he dominated Rumors.
Yeah, no, he did. Shout out Rumors too. I DJ'd there also.
You're at Rumors?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, those would be the two. You know, like I would say. I mean, although I knew the James Coles and
Right.
everybody else, but
Right.
they were into more radio events and stuff.
Right.
Like Spaz was still like the people's DJ at that time.
Right.
So I was always like wherever he was at. Even going back to the Cellar days.
Totally.
The Cellar.
Cellar. People go in, some come out.
Not the same.
You're not the same if you go to Cellar. With that said, strangest thing you've ever seen while DJing.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a 3 hour.
Lingerie show.
Is that a 3-hour show in itself?
There was a challenge. Somebody gave this chick one time. Can I say this on your show?
You can. You say all you want.
I'm not gonna say who gave the chick the challenge,
Okay.
but challenged the chick to disturb me while I was DJing with her hand in my pants.
All right. I like this story already. So
It didn't work.
And the music, crazy.
So what? How did this come down? So you're playing. You have no idea what's going on.
I'm switching records,
Right.
and then all of a sudden I just feel a chick coming from behind and throw her hands in my pants from behind.
And what's going through your mind?
First, I had to turn around just to make sure it was a chick. Number
Oh, what else?
one. Number two, I can't interrupt the dance floor though.
No.
So that was the challenge of it.
Yeah.
Was to keep flipping records and DJ how I DJ. You know, every minute half. You know, I'm not letting whole songs play. I'm in the club and I'm doing all this and.
Right.
She's doing stuff with her hands too.
Oh, fantastic.
Trick mixing.
That's great.
Trick mixing.
I mean, that's
Oh, juggling.
She was behind the back.
to single out.
She's juggling something.
I mean, there's many, but I'd probably be snitching on Sub if I was to tell some of the other stories.
Oh, Jerry, where are you right now? Let me tell you this right now. Sub-Zero, where are you at? You sleeping?
Pre-internet, thank God everything happened before the internet.
Hey, all right. Shout out to dial-up, but not. Wow. Okay,
I'm still blowing your mind.
this is all fantastic. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna give one sentence answer to the following. I'm just gonna throw out stuff to you. Brau Room. You can sum it up in one sentence.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I'll sum it up in one word.
Yeah, that's it. That does it. Yeah.
Outdoor.
That was an interesting, very interesting, fun party.
It always amazes me, like, what are we, like 15 years past it?
Yeah.
And people still talk about it like it was just this past Sunday.
Yeah.
Like that's the part that always amazes
That's
me.
the trivia part too. That we gotta let people know that it was a Sunday night party.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a Sunday night party that is just I don't know if that's a fathomable in 2019. That went down and it was packed
People down to board.
Not
No,
'cause
on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
No, because it was before social media. Now people just stay home and social media.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, back then. I mean, you had like what did we have back then? Asian Avenue. But then
Black Planet.
no one gave a damn. But yeah, there really was no social media and for something like that. Ward Center, which is like a graveyard now.
Yeah. I don't even think we had flyers.
There was no flyers.
Word of
I mean,
mouth.
you had like maybe a few Dark Side of the Moon stuff, but that was very few and far between. Yeah. So okay, Nick's Fish Market.
It's another one crack.
How long did that go for that you were there?
Nick's was about 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow, one sentence for Nick's.
I was a big fan of that. I would go.
The smallest club with the most hypest crowd.
Yeah. And you at least had the stage, on that stage.
Yeah, like you only could fit, 50 people in there, but it felt like 1,000 people in there some nights.
People sitting in the booths.
Standing up. I mean, we're in a high-class restaurant, people standing up on the furniture.
But that was the thing, right. Okay, that was the thing that you referenced, because it was a higher-end spot.
Yeah.
And for you going in there, playing the stuff you did was just amazing. That's why I remember this. Where you would play Do It Again, where you would not hear Do It Again in the Express Market, right? There's no reason for you to be playing Do It Again anywhere in that region. But it was hot, and you played Beanie Siegel, and you played Diplomat stuff, and
we was doing Ratchet before Ratchet was Ratchet.
Ratchet before Ratchet, exactly, pre-Ratchet.
Yeah.
And I guess here's the next one, Iron DJ. I was a fan of you and that Iron DJ. That was a fun time. Compose, you better bring that back, you fuck.
Shout out Compose.
Compose and Flash. Let me tell both you Yahoo something. That was a fun event.
Hey, you didn't know Nocturnal Sound Crew was Stone Groove Pete Noy division.
Yeah.
Look, don't mean to put you on blast, Jay, but gotta do it.
There was a time when that went down. It went 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every Tuesday, this was a thing. It was a fun thing, because then I got to reconnect with Freeze, shout out Freeze. And all of us old guys would be there. DJ Slant was there, shout out.
Yeah.
Jimmy Taco was there.
Shout out Taco.
And then the second year you entered, because you didn't enter the first.
I did. Well, no, not the first. I was in California the first year. Flash was mad at me because he wanted me to enter. So I entered the second and third year.
Okay, yes. Fantastic stuff.
Made it to the finals both times.
Yes, you did. And you did it correctly, because a lot of these young guys didn't understand what the whole idea of that show was.
Battle DJ.
The battle DJ, they didn't quite get it. They're like, okay, I'm gonna play a beat, and then I'm just gonna.
Even with me, like it took me to go through my routine a couple times, even before, like,
Understandable.
just because I wasn't fully understanding about how to, present it to the
Right.
crowd. Like, it's not just I'm battling a DJ. Like, I could play all fuck you and your
Right.
mom sucks dick like all day. Nah, it's more like like a Red Bull 3 style kind of
Right.
competition where
Entertaining.
you can cover all genres and you're using each song out of each genre to
Right.
kind of tell a story for
Right.
5 minutes.
No, and that's what you were doing, and it was great, and it was. I know Technique won 1 year.
Technique won the first
Paco?
year. Hoppa Boy won that third year.
That was the third and final year,
Yeah.
right? But you had the idea of what was going on. That was
Yeah.
fun.
No, it was because
You gotta bring that back.
the beauty of it for me was more the camaraderie of all the DJs.
Yeah.
Because it was getting the who's who under one roof and
Yeah.
giving them something to have fun with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't understand why it never went
It was a
away.
fun time. I don't know. Compose. I know he's listening to this. I know you're listening to this, Jonathan. Let me tell you something right now. Bring the thing back. You go call up the Holly. Get Republic. If he's still running, I don't know. Is the Holly still running Republic? I don't know.
No, but he's still tied in. With
He's
them.
still tied in. He's got a couple bucks. All you do is you set it up, you line it up. We got it. You'll be entering.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Yeah. You and you get the.
Make Freeze do it again too.
Shout out Freeze. You were in there. That's
Yeah,
right.
He did.
Oh, you guys get in
third
there.
year. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so one last one. Pussycat Lounge.
There will be nothing like that ever again.
That was fun, man.
That was a Tuesday.
Like
It was on a Tuesday.
and even to be honest, like I never thought it would have lasted that long.
Right.
Just because Tuesday night and we're in a little, the Wave wasn't known for what we were doing upstairs. You would come to the Wave for the dance competitions,
Right.
rock night. They would have
Right.
hella live bands and stuff.
Right.
You wasn't coming there for hip hop DJs.
Right, so the people that don't know, right, because the Wave was a 2-level club.
Yeah.
And there was always some kind of a major thing going on the bottom level.
Yeah.
Pussycat Lounge was on the upstairs, glassed out level.
Yeah.
And
So Jack literally gave Flash the worst night of their week,
Yeah.
and he turned it into their most successful night.
yeah. Shout out DMFD.
Who else?
Amongst the many.
Sub was up there with us too. Grant in the beginning.
Yeah.
Man, who else came through and DJ? Was it just us?
Everybody was there, right?
Everybody did.
What, Jedi was there?
Oh, yeah. That's
That's
right. Oh, shout out Jedi, man.
Jedi.
Was like Bumblebee there?
Nah, Bumblebee never.
Who else would be in there?
Marty Brau.
Bumblebee never spun there.
Bumblebee was Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
Good times again.
I wish something like that would come back though, because it was a balance to the equation.
Right.
Like when you have all this shit during the week. That's why Blue Moon was great on Sundays.
Yeah.
Pussycat Lounge was great on Tuesdays. But it was just that balance.
It's a different world right now. 2019. To say the least.
Between all of us, there was
But-
every night of the week was good.
Every night of the week had something, right?
Oh yeah, if we're talking at that time back
So-
then, I mean.
There was every night.
Plus, too,
There's a
also,
lot of
like,
stuff.
you could blame it on. There was more integration in the club scene back then.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, I mean, not to really jump off subject with it, but I don't like how the clubs are just segregated.
Yeah.
Crowds don't mingle no more. People don't party the same way.
Right. You only have two main clubs now. You only got District and Addiction, right? And it's all EDM, trap. That's it. There's nothing else that's in between. And you don't have anything else.
Nah.
You know?
It's like Saturday,
Unless you go-
Saturday we bringing it back, man.
Where are we going Saturday, Jamal?
Timeline, time machine. what
Next
you call it?
door.
Yeah. I forgot.
Yes,
Pop time machine.
we'll get to
Yeah.
we'll get to that
We're
one.
gonna plug that quite a
We'll
few
get to
times.
that one. Let's get to this one. Okay, I gave you an assignment, sir. Before you
Oh,
got
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
we do this thing we call a Mount Rushmore, and I wanted you to give us your Mount Rushmore of hip hop artists from 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
No, enough of this 90s hip hop shit. Okay, let's talk about let's evolve a show. Let's talk about the 2000 era.
I like that because it
Something different here.
made me think.
Okay.
It really did.
So Mount Rushmore four artists from 2000 to 2010 that you signified that era.
First name, I mean, this is no particular order, but first name, Dilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was
I like
an
it.
artist too.
I like it. Shout out Jay Dilla.
Shout out Jay Dilla.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
To this day.
I like it.
Second, I'm gonna say Kanye.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Well, that's when it was the old Kanye,
Exactly. I strongly agree with that.
That was
Yes.
his breaking.
That's totally fine.
which shout out my boy for hooking me up with the hat too.
Hers.
In case you didn't see.
Lil Wayne.
Huh? Wow. Yeah. Huh? I can't disagree. I
And
cannot.
I really had
He
to
was, yeah.
backtrack on that because I went and looked at his discography and not that I forgot about it, but wow, he really did dominate that whole decade.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, mixtapes too, not just
Yeah.
albums.
Yes. That was the mixtape era as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
next I'm gonna put Jay-Z up there,
Yeah.
and not because of all the albums, but Rockefeller as a whole, because
Yeah.
he had Beanie under there.
Yeah.
He had Memphis Bleak.
Yeah.
I mean, how many hits?
We gotta remember, it was hot.
Yeah,
They had a lot of hits.
yeah. And then,
We got honorable mentions. Anything?
that
Yeah, a lot.
and that was the hard part for me,
Yeah.
because I could throw even T.I.'s name in there.
I won't disagree with that.
And that decade was also like a lot of producers came
Yeah.
to the forefront.
Yeah.
So you could throw Pharrell's name out there, you could throw Timbaland's name
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
Just Blaze, Swiss Beats.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're gonna need more than a Mount Rushmore.
Correct.
You're gonna need like Mount Rushmore A and Mount Rushmore B.
Hashtag thank you. Yeah, that was excellent. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Let's talk about what you're doing currently as we're getting into this. Like, you got Motown on Mondays. You still doing this?
Of course.
Yeah. This is every Monday, right?
It's the dope.
Tell us about Motown on Monday. Dragon Upstairs?
No, it's at Manifest.
Okay.
Used to be at Dragon Upstairs.
Yeah.
Motown on Mondays is pretty much a nationwide conglomerate. We're just a Honolulu chapter.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got San Francisco, Oakland, San Diego, Phoenix, New York.
Yeah.
Where else? Texas.
Really? Is it East Coast as well?
Everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So what's the vibe like when we were to go to manifest from Motown on Monday.
See, and the misconception is
Yeah.
people think like it's just all Motown music.
Right.
For a lot of us, it's just soul music in general.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll even play breaks.
Yeah.
Me, I'll go into a Blue Moon set, you know, every now and then.
I don't
like,
doubt it. Right.
So between me, Revise, Coop, Decree, we brought Freeze on as a resident now too.
No, shout out.
Well, you get lots of plug over here, Freeze.
And he not even paying us. Okay,
So yeah, every Monday from 9 p.m. to like 12:30, 1 o'clock,
Yeah.
we're there.
Nice.
Actually, coming up this Monday, we got Jay Boogie guest.
Oh yeah.
Jay Boogie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Nice. Talk about the Fleet DJs. This is still going on strong for you. Explain to us what that is.
Fleet DJs is a DJ coalition. Shout out Classic, shout out Aaron. 3 years ago, I get a random phone call. My partner, I mentioned him earlier, my boy DJ Hi, hooked me up in VA too. So he's down in North Carolina now, and he gives me a call. He's like, "Yo, man, I want to plug you in with these dudes. They run this DJ coalition, and at this time, I'm like knee deep in music production. So DJing, I'm not saying it's totally off my radar, but I'm like an Ableton fiend at this time.
Right.
So playing with turntables wasn't really on the priority. But
Right.
so I get the phone call, and they pitch it to me, kind of like the same way Grant and Sub pitched it to me to join Stone Groove.
Yeah.
It was like they've been a conglomerate forever, but they're building their brand to a bigger, higher heights because they got different divisions. It's not just DJs. They got producers, filmmakers. They got a TV division, hella radio, internet radio, satellite radio DJs. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Okay, let me jump in. So they made me the Hawaii manager.
Oh, okay.
So I pretty much, it's still building.
Right.
Here goes another free shout out. Freeze is in it with me. Subs in it with me.
Shout out Cash. So this is online. It's an internet.
But they got me on FM radio too. So I'm on a station in Pennsylvania, exclusive 949 FM, every Friday, 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay. And then where can we catch you online? Is there an app we can download?
Yeah, the TuneIn app, and then just search exclusive radio 94.9.
Okay.
And I'm, listen to my show too, but then all the other DJs on there are hella dope too.
When is your show?
Every Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And then also Saturdays on Dash Radio on the Delicious Vinyl station.
Oh yeah, shout out Dash. Yeah. I downloaded that. Yeah.
Yeah. So every Saturday from 3 p.m. West Coast time.
Okay.
So that's 12 p.m. out here in Hawaii.
Okay.
And then Stone Groove Radio Sundays on fleetdjs.com.
Yes.
Still do that show. Me,
Okay.
Sub, and Freeze. Dang, Freeze, another shout out.
I owe you 20 at
It's
least.
at least $20.
At least.
Who am I plugging you or am I plugging me?
Wait, Sub DJ? Is he on there DJ? What's he doing on
Let me
there?
put Sub on blast. April 14th at Barefoot Beach Cafe. The return
Yes.
of Sub-Zero.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you this. Wait a minute.
Oh, you didn't know about this?
Yes.
No. Let me tell you something about Sub-Zero. Okay. This guy, where I work, he lives across the street from where I work. He's walking his dog every day, man. I'm seeing this guy walking around, gray hair, whatever. He still looks good. But he's DJing again.
He's about to bring it back.
What's causing this man to come back into the game here?
Me and Freeze getting on his ass all the time.
Shout out Sub-Zero, man.
Shout out to
He was always a fun, That's another one.
He tried. See,
That's another one.
he tried to do a G-Dog and get away from his roots.
No.
You could be one of the dopest engineers on this island, but you're still a DJ, dog.
Yeah. I always loved if I was playing and you never know, out of nowhere. He would just jump out of nowhere and you just come in there and you just start dancing around. You do this to you. And then,
It's
it was
infamous
good,
for the
good stuff.
3-4 records, and then I'm out.
Right? What is that about? He does his thing, he juggles a couple records, yeah, that's it.
blow the crowd up real quick, and then all right.
That's it. Let's get it. And then he also had the Hennessy. Let's hold the drink like this. We walk around. You know what I'm talking about. He got the Hennessy, or I don't know, cognac. I don't know what he's doing.
Sub was the one that introduced me to Hennessy and apple juice.
He was the one.
But it had to be Martinelli's though. It couldn't just be any.
Shout out Blackout.
It couldn't just be any apple juice.
Wow.
Really?
Because I always remember man, you would be holding the Cavassier, cognac, whatever concoction.
Yep.
Holding it like this, walking around, dancing around, and we're all just looking confused. Okay. So.
But yeah, shout out Fleet DJs for giving me
a
second life on my DJ life.
You didn't need a second life, but we need to get you out there. That's basically, we need to get you back out there.
Because it literally just took me from being just here. Now I'm back on radio.
Right.
And then there's a lot of other things, a lot of top secret things that they're working on that I'm trying to help them with. That I don't want to knock on anybody for it. But a lot of big things that Fleet DJs got coming up soon. Pay attention.
Well, speaking of secret things, we're gonna do something to end this out. We're gonna play a little game, and usually with guests we have 5 questions. We're gonna ask you 5 random questions, but because you are on the show, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do a game that is synonymous with the show. It's called Who Dis?
Who what?
And exactly, we're gonna play you 5 different tracks from the 2000 to 2010 era, and your mission is to guess what the track is.
Okay.
Now, because you have just a plethora of music knowledge, and you always had all the jams that we were like, every time you'd be on, you'd be like, what's he playing? What's this? And you'd be like, this is a new so-and-so. I'm like, okay.
Right.
And like, this is a new song remix. And I'm like, okay. So, because of that, it's only fitting that we're gonna test your attack here.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So not
Get ready, who
the name
dis?
of the track, we want the name of the artist.
Name of the artist.
Okay.
Okay, so get ready, here we go. Let's start with number 1. Let's
Track
go.
1, here we go. Who dis?
Who dis?
Shade Shice, Where I Want to Be.
All day. All day.
I used to play this on the radio all the time.
This was playing heavy and right? Okay, we start easy and then we kind of build.
Oh boy.
We build the thing. Okay, number 2, let's go.
Alright, we're going to track 2. Alright.
Shout out Mike Taggart.
Oh, I might have this one. This ain't J5, dude.
No, but you're in the same realm. Think independent. That independent hip hop movement of like the early 2000s. I'm helping you out.
I know you are.
Early 2000s. A lot of guys came out in 2000, 2003. A shit ton of guys.
This anything off of rock?
You're close. You're really close.
Oh man.
Take your time.
Not Freestyle Fellowship.
No.
Alright,
Oh.
it's Chocolate.
Chocolate. Flagrant.
Oh man.
It's called Flagrant.
Flagrant.
Oh
Yes.
man.
You probably got like triples of
Alright,
this.
we're going to track 3.
Track 3.
Let's go. Here we go.
You're still you're 1 or 2.
What's up, Pete?
If you don't get this,
Shout out Shout out Keith, man. Like
yes. Right?
Oh man.
Right?
Damn shame what happened to him
Right?
too, man.
Okay, 2. Yes, I know you got this. Here we go.
Shout out to the base.
Keep the sneak. There you go. 2 for 3.
Alright.
Here we go.
2 for 3. Alright, here we go. Oh, really?
J-Rock would play a lot of this. Bigger voice. J-Rock with these big beat junkies would play the hell out of this. I think 2002. Independent.
Sounds like Luke Paxton.
You're in the hunt. You're in the hunt. 2002. that. They were hot. No, but you're really close. Big shows, that Wake Up Show, Bake Up Boys, they play the hell out of this song. Mind Tactics play this song.
Oh God. Failing you right now, Zach.
We'll see what Jamal doesn't know.
I heard that song.
Yeah, you gonna have to tell me that one.
Damn it.
And then
Sound providers.
when you say it,
Sound providers. Sound providers, yes. The Field.
Right.
The song is called The Field.
We got our track 5, and we got some bonus.
We got bonus ones for you.
Oh my God, I'm failing over here.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, this sounds familiar.
Come on. You play this. You probably juggle this.
Oh no.
So you play the instrumental probably, and then you play the intro, and you play the intro again, you play the intro again, and you do the drama scratch of it. Because the drama does it. This is you, man, come on. Oh, I know this song.
I can't think of the artist, but I know this song.
I know this song here, Playboy, you gon' get that dough. Face of the Guardian, tic-tac-toe. Yes, we are.
We're gonna let him have some bonus ones. That's
You're gonna
two figures.
That's right.
Alright,
That's right.
here we go.
Bonus, let's get bonus.
Here we go.
This right here. It's going out to all the girls out there. That did me as
Asian Avenue, in MySpace, think Architects Parties.
That's the story. That's the reason. What you think, huh?
Asian people, it's Asians, Asian Avenue, racer hippies.
What you think, huh?
You didn't play this? You had to. No, you wouldn't play that. I just had to mention you play this.
What a perfect team. We had all the things, all the
We needed a record back then. Get the fuck out of here.
It sounds hella familiar. Like I want
It's
it.
familiar. Yeah.
Alright, you wanna do the honors?
Oh God. Smiles and South Star.
Smile. Alright,
This song was trash.
one last
Oh my God.
We got one more song.
Let's go.
Failing over
Let's
here.
go.
Okay, that's three-way.
You know this. There we go. Was that the last one? We got a high note. You got one more? Let's go one more.
There you go.
Redemption.
Produced by Pharrell.
I need no cheat to hit this. I need no cheat to hit this.
Guarantee you played this.
I need no cheat to hit
You played double this. Instrumental.
Excuse me, chick, what's your name? $2,000 what's your game? No fact, cause I'm getting the cash. No hands face to face, look, give me the facts. I don't know how you had a long day. Shot like good advice and can go a long way.
You're in the hunt. Close. You're in the hunt. Think Pennsylvania.
Home of the Super Bowl champions from a couple years ago.
What's the Philly dude?
Drama, come on, you gotta get.
God, like I want to say
We're gonna end on a high
Benzino
note.
or some shit like that.
Benzino. Wow, that's a good one, but
We got Philly's most one.
Philly's most wanted.
I never played this though.
You did play this? You played Across the Border. Did you play Across the Border?
No.
Okay, good answer.
Any Philly's most wanted. I can't even remember playing that.
Well said. Well said.
Failed you,
Oh,
dog.
damn it.
Don't hold this against me.
And you play like doubles of all these things. Play all the records that you saw.
Actually, that
Alright.
Yeah.
All right.
Please don't hold this one against me.
No, of course not.
Don't worry, we have hard.
Are we good? Is that the end?
I mean, he picked them. He wanted to
Is that it?
challenge.
I thought you had these down.
That was
These
dope.
are all
Stumpy.
Aaron approved.
I thought you had them.
Hella stumpy,
DJ
yo.
Zach was approved.
I thought you had
He
them.
played all these songs and he remembered it, and that's why he used it.
All right, I'm shocked. I did not know. We have any more songs? Is that it? Are we gonna just? I don't know. We should just get out of here and just go for
I
it.
want you to want to get out.
Well, I want you to get a positive ending into this one, but throw on something. We can edit later. We can just
Something I might know.
do something. I want a winner here. I want him to get one.
Booty music genre?
Oh
God.
Booty music, no?
oh,
No, is that bad?
69.
good. Something with 69 in it.
Some new 69.
Nasty.
Oh my God.
All right. With that note,
The Dip? Wait, who was this?
yeah, you got it.
Was it
The
69
Dip.
boys?
This was Free Nasty. Yeah.
No, that's right. Free
Free
Nasty.
Nasty.
Before we lose all of them.
All right. Before everyone just says,
No, how can I know that and not know the other ones?
before we create another fight in this place, let's get out of here. Shout out to our sponsors, Orokai McKee, Square Barrels, 7th Floor Honolulu. We got the Patreon, we got Old Futs 93 coming out, we got the mix, the 92 mix, the shirts. DJ Jrama is here. DJ Jrama, what's up next for you? What's your next event?
Saturday,
Hip Hop Time Machine. Exactly.
Next door. Starts at 8:30. Just show up early.
I'll be there early. I'm old. Who else is gonna be there? We got you, we got Slant.
Plant, Jedi, Blam, Revise, Kilowatts.
Yes. That's it, right?
All vinyl.
Good luck. Hand trucks. How much vinyl are you bringing to this thing?
All wax.
I'm still undecided.
Good answer.
I'm gonna try to keep it to one crate.
Get the hand truck. Oh, good luck.
Yeah, the
Good
keyword
luck.
is try.
Yeah. Get
Time to put calluses back on my hands once again.
get Jerry to help you. Get Sub-Zero to help you out. All right, let's get out of here. Sleep time's over. Thank you. Our special guest, DJ Jrama.